All right, we're back, and let's talk a little bit about Alabama football. It's been a little while since we've talked about Alabama football. It's been really since the last season was going on. A lot has happened. New quarterbacks, new systems, new A-days. Let's talk about a little bit of it. Alabama had their A-day game / practice today. In the past, it has been little scrimmages, crimson versus white, but today they changed up the format a little bit. I think this was a Kalen DeBoer decision. It only makes sense just because he just got here last year, but it was a practice this year, and the big topic surrounding the team this year has been the quarterback battle. We have three quarterbacks kind of just competing for the spot. We got a little bit of a glimpse of all three today: Ty Simpson, Keelan Russell, and Austin Mack. All three of these guys kind of have a competing reason for why they will be the starting quarterback come August 30th against Florida State. But I kind of have one name in my mind who I think is ultimately going to be the starter, but it could go three different ways. Kind of want to break down each individual quarterback, give reasons as to why they could, and if they will be the quarterback come August 30th against Florida State. If you guys are Alabama football fans or just sports fans in general, like, subscribe, comment down below who you think is going to be the starter on August 30th against Florida State, and let's get into our three choices. I'm going to start with who I think is the least likely option to be the starting quarterback come August 30th. I think Austin Mack is going to be the least likely quarterback. For as talented as he is, I think the other two guys just have several things on Austin Mack. Although I will say, I do like Austin Mack. What I've seen of him, he's got a good arm, and he's become a lot more accurate since being at Alabama. And one thing he definitely has under his belt is being with Kalen DeBoer the longest. He started his college career at Washington, redshirted there, and then when Kalen DeBoer came to Alabama, he transferred with Kalen DeBoer, but he never had that starting quarterback position since being in college. He sat under Michael Penix Jr. at Washington. Obviously, Michael Penix Jr., one of the best college quarterbacks we've seen in the last couple of years, came to Alabama and sat under Jalen Milroe along with Ty Simpson. I believe Austin Mack was really the third string, and I don't think it's going to change that much going into the next season. Like I said, he's a good quarterback, but the other two just have several good things over him, and what we've seen out of him at A-Day, what we got to see today, he was easily the most inconsistent. I saw videos, reports of what happened today with him at A-Day. I think he threw more interceptions than the other two guys combined. He came out with the second string of guys on offense, so I think technically on the depth chart he's probably second, but I don't think that's going to last very long because Keelan, who is probably third on the depth chart right now, is just one of the most talented guys we've seen at the quarterback position for Alabama in a long time. Honestly, probably the most talented since Bryce Young, in my opinion. But yeah, having the two interceptions to Xavier Brown and Abdul Sanders today, just not a good look. Not a good look at all. He didn't seem like he was nearly as comfortable with somebody like Ty Simpson, and just didn't seem nearly as talented as someone like Keelan. So I think ultimately, come August 30th, I think he'll be third on the depth chart. But again, nothing against Austin Mack. I think he'll end up transferring at some point. He's a talented quarterback and could probably start at a lot of different colleges. But this is Alabama we're talking about. You got to be the best of the best to start at Alabama. So I don't think it's going to be Austin Mack. I think it's going to be a really close battle between the next two guys, however. Let's talk about Keelan Russell. Keelan Russell, the second-ranked quarterback in his class coming out of high school, a straight 5-star. Man, this guy has all the potential, all the talent in the world, and he put it on display a little bit here at A-Day. I think he started the day with a pick, but after that, he really got going and started making some really good throws. I believe he had one really good throw to Jermaine Bernard, I believe is who it was. Just a gorgeous throw. I mean, out of these three guys, you can tell he is the most raw, talented guy, even compared to Ty. He's just got all the talent in the world. He can scramble really well. He can run the ball. If you watch his high school highlights he can really tuck it and run it. He's not like a powerful runner like how Jalen Milroe was, but remember how Bryce Young could get out the pocket and really take off with that thing? That's kind of the vibe that Keelan gives me. And man, he's just accurate. He's strong. He's got all the potential in the world, and I think the one thing keeping him from being in that QB1 spot right now, and Kalen DeBoer has even kind of come out and said this a little bit, it's just his youth and his inexperience. He just got to Alabama literally a few months ago to start his collegiate career. I mean, he's straight out of high school. He hasn't redshirted anything. I mean, he is a raw freshman. And honestly, him and Ty Simpson remind me very much so of Jalen Hurts and Tua Tagovailoa back in 2017. Hurts got the starting spot. He had been there longer, had already started a whole year with Alabama. But whenever Bama was up big, remember Saban would put Tua in, and we would just sit there, watch Tua play in the fourth quarter and be like, hold up, is this the best quarterback on our roster? He's making better throws than Hurts. He's more talented, can get out the pocket really well. Like, Tua might be that guy, and sure enough, come the national championship against Georgia, he turned out to be that guy on January 8th, 2018, saving the national championship when Hurts got benched to win against Georgia. And then you had that huge, drawn-out quarterback battle the next summer. But the difference is Tua had proved something in college at the biggest level. National championship against arguably the best defense that entire season in the Georgia Bulldogs. Keelan has not seen that yet in college. For as talented as he is and could be, I think the comparisons to him and Tua and him and Bryce are very, very fair, straight out of high school. I mean, but he hasn't seen the college field yet, and I think that's the one thing holding him back from being that QB1 come August 30th against Florida State. But if I'm going to be honest, I think the keys to this team will be given to him very soon. Maybe not the very first game of the year, but maybe later on in the year. Maybe not even until 2026. But I think this is Alabama's guy at some point. Whether he is this year or not, we'll find out. If he's good enough to, I think that'll really say something. If he wins this spot and starts against Florida State come August 30th, we will see. But man, he's got all the talent in the world. To me, he's got more talent than Ty. He's got way more talent than Austin Mack. It's really just a matter of him being young. So if that wins him the spot, great, but he's still very green. So will it be enough? I don't think so. Not yet, at least. Then we come to who I think will end up starting on August 30th against Florida State. I think it's going to be Ty Simpson. Now, Ty Simpson obviously is the QB1 on the depth chart currently. You saw that in A-Day. He was the one that got the reps with the first group of guys on offense pretty much the entire day at A-Day. He had the whole first team with him, made really good throws, was the only quarterback to not throw an interception, and he looks like he's kind of just in control of this thing. And for a good reason. He's a really talented quarterback, gives me some serious A.J. McCarron vibes, can escape the pocket when he needs to, but is really good when he just gets in the pocket, has his time, and just makes really good throws, accurate throws, doesn't make bad decisions, doesn't try to get too wild. He just makes good, accurate throws. Another thing that will do him well in this quarterback battle is the fact that he's been at Alabama the longest. This is his third season with Alabama. He'll be a redshirt junior. Redshirting that first year does give him the option to play 2 more years if he wants to, and I think he probably will. I don't see him declaring for the draft after this year, unless he just has an insane year, which he very well might. I really hope he does, but I don't see that happening. But he could have the starting spot at Alabama for the next 2 years, although I don't think he is. He might start this year, but I'm telling y'all, Keelan Russell is really going to ascend really quickly and will probably be the starter by 2026. Although, look, I'm not some football expert. I just see all the talent in the world in Keelan. But for this year currently, I think the safe option is Ty Simpson. Like I said, been at Alabama the longest, going into his third season, has already played a season with Kalen DeBoer, knows how he is, knows the system, and really had good glimpses of being a fantastic college quarterback whenever he got put in during the Jalen Milroe era. It was tough situation with Jalen Milroe because he would be so inconsistent this past year. He'd have glimpses of being amazing, would have glimpses of being awful, and we would even consider why he even the starting quarterback for Alabama. Please put Ty Simpson in. But that just made it difficult because if he had just been consistently not good, we could have put Ty Simpson in, and I'm sure Ty would have done really well this past season. And in all honesty, I think we should have pulled the trigger on Ty at some point this past season. But like I said, Milroe would explode for massive games against LSU, Georgia, and you just wouldn't know what to do at that point. So I do not envy Kalen DeBoer at all during that whole situation. I'm sure he did his best, but now with Jalen Milroe declaring for the draft, it kind of just leaves Ty. I think it's his spot to lose. So in my opinion, I think that's the mindset Kalen DeBoer has gone into this spring with, is it's kind of Ty's spot to lose just because he's proven the most at Alabama. Austin Mack barely played at Alabama, and Keelan just hasn't played at Alabama yet. So I think it's his spot to lose, and if he loses it, I think it'll be because one of the other two guys plays amazing. So if it's not Ty Simpson come August 30th, I think we're in good hands because that means something insane happened over spring practice and fall camp. But this quarterback battle overall is getting really interesting. It's the best quarterback battle, in my opinion, since Hurts and Tua went at it back in the summer and spring of 2018. That was just fantastic to watch. After Tua came in and won the championship game, it was a huge debate of whether he should get the spot or Jalen Hurts should remain the starter. I think this is going to continue. We will definitely do a follow-up video about this because this is not the at all definitive answer. If I'm going to pick someone, I think it's going to be Ty on August 30th, but it very well could be Keelan. Austin Mack might surprise me. Who knows at this point? So yeah, we'll definitely do a follow-up video closer to the start of the season and kind of reevaluate everybody. But if you enjoyed this video, if you like Alabama football, like the video, subscribe. We'll definitely be back with more Alabama football content, and we'll see you guys on the next video.